Hello everyone, and welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we are going to be covering my first light review of OCAL's brand new state-of-the-art H2 8-inch imaging Newtonian telescope. This was sent to me by Dan over at astroworldtelescopes.com. Dan, I really appreciate you. Thank you very much. All right, we got a lot to cover, a little bit of time to do it in. And I will say that this is my very first imaging Newtonian telescope. So there was a steep learning curve with this. But there are several really key features that I want to cover in this video. And one in particular that in my opinion, is a game changer. And I'll tell you about that in just a few minutes. But first, let's go over some of the basics. This is an 8-inch primary mirror, which is 206 millimeters. It overall aperture of 254 millimeters, so it's about 10-inch overall aperture. It is a carbon fiber frame, carbon fiber tube, as you can see here. Very nice construction. It's 4 millimeters thick on the carbon fiber. It's not too heavy. Bare bones is 27.99 pounds, so right at 28 pounds or 12.7 kilograms. These are CNC'd aluminum alloy, CNC'd aluminum alloy clamps. They're 10 millimeters thick and 22 millimeters wide. The same goes for the handle as far as the aluminum alloy. One of the really neat features of this handle is it acts as a built-in finder shoe. So you can just take your guide scope and simply put it right in, and then on this side you've got screws where you can screw it in. So I thought that was pretty neat. All right, so at the back of the scope, you've got your primary adjusting for collimation for the mirror, and you got mirror locks here. This has no known light leakage. It's a really tight fit, and I tested it with a flashlight. I couldn't see any known light leakage around this area. Or some people have those little bags they put on the back to help keep light down. This doesn't have that problem that I could tell. All right, so again, the finish of this carbon fiber is top notch. It really is. The adjustable clamps are easy to manipulate. You've got 10 of these M6 threaded inserts throughout the clamps to mount your gear. And another cool feature of this thing is, well, let's get back on this side over here. To inspect the primary mirror, this has an inspection hole, and it's magnetic. And if it's got this little plug that goes inside there. And if I had one thing to say, I'm not bad about this scope, which I love this scope so far, is this magnetic piece. It's really strong, but these little magnet pieces are just simply glued into place, and one of the little magnets stayed on the magnet piece here, so it has supposed to be glued in to the piece there, but as you can see, the one magnet is missing. That is the only issue here that I've got. But other than that, this thing is really it's got a snug fit, and there's no light leakage there as well. All right, so let's check out the main mirror. It does have a aluminum alloy CNC cover. It's pretty thick, lightweight, but it is pretty nice. So inside here we have the primary mirror at the back, and of course the secondary mirror right here. And the secondary mirror is for collimation purposes. This was a pretty easy scope to collimate. That was like the second time I've ever done collimation. But it's pretty simple to go through here, and it even has adjustable, I think you can see them here, the little blue knurled knobs here are the adjustment for the secondary mirror to help get it aligned. And the primary mirror has, I'm not sure if you can see it, you can see it there, but there's a mark on the mirror for you to help with the collimation. And I did use those. And speaking of the collimation, this thing does come with a plethora of gear inside this bag. And one of the things that you can get that OCAL makes is a really nifty little electronic collimation device. And it just goes on the bottom here, and you hook it to your computer, and you can collimate that way. All right, so as I had said before, there were a couple really neat features, one being the finder shoe on the top, two being the inspection mirror, the easy inspection mirror for the secondary mirror. And the one that I really like the most so far, I think is pretty cool, is this integrated heating system here. Now inside the telescope, running along the side, it's hard to point to, running along the side over here, you can see it running down this side here. There is there's a set of wires that's attached inside the telescope, and it runs down to the primary mirror, which has a heating element attached to the primary mirror as well as the secondary mirror. And there's a little wire here, goes up inside to here into the mirrors, and it's all controlled by this box. And this box has a USB port. You just plug it in. Comes with cables, comes with USB cables. You can plug it into your computer and program this heating element. And I'll have a video of how that works. But you just put your 12-volt power in, plug it into your StellaVita, or plug it into your ASI Air, however you want to do it, however you want to power it up. But it will automatically calculate the dew temperature versus the temperature outside, the humidity level, all that good stuff, and it applies power to the heater element and will keep the dew from forming. It's pretty neat. You can actually go in there and it's set at auto to begin with, or you go in there and you manipulate it yourself. All right, let's move on to the focuser. And for that, I'm going to see if I can't adjust this telescope up a little bit. Okay, sorry about that. I got it adjusted a little bit. All right, so the focuser we have here, it's a 2.5-inch dual speed focuser. It's I haven't seen one like this before, and again, this is my first Newtonian, but it has these built-in ball bearings all around the side, and it makes it smooth. It is like, it's like glass. It's really nice. And then it has a adjuster here, so once you get it focused, it locks it in place. You can install an EAF on it. It also has a rotator for like a CAA on it. All you do is you adjust these little screws here, and then the inner piece has these ball bearings in here. And under the bottom, I know you can't see it, and I'll see if I can't get a picture of it put on there, but the angle is on there just like every other rotator is. That's pretty cool. And then it comes with several adapters which this is an M48 adapter, but it comes with an M54 adapter. So if you want to do full frame, you just put that on, put your full frame camera on, and you're good to go. This also comes with a 4-element corrector. This is a 4-element corrector. One of the glasses inside this corrector is an ED glass. Just gotta get it out of here. As you can see right here, this is the OCAL H2 full frame. This is the OCAL full frame H2 coma corrector. And this has 4 lenses in it. Yes, a 4-element apochromatic lens, and one of these is a super ED glass. The back focus is still 55 millimeters. This comes with the telescope. Comes with it. You don't have to buy it extra. And it just screws right in. All right, as I said before, this scope has several different features, but it also comes with a lot of different things. And what it does come with, as I said before, M48 adapter, M54 adapter, also with a little cover that goes right onto the cover to cover that up. Cover up your corrector when not in use. Then you can place your cover on. But what it does come with is it comes with a bag full of goodies. As you can see here, USB cables. It comes with screwdrivers, Allen wrenches, all the cables you need. It also comes with, if you get the OCAL collimation tool, it'll come with all the stuff that you need for that. Also, if you put the full frame corrector on, comes with a cap. All right, so that basically covers just a quick overview of the scope. Again, I would like to say that I'm very impressed with the overall build quality and the machine quality of this scope. Again, you know, this is my first imaging Newtonian. I've seen them around. I've never had one that I could review, but I would say that this is definitely top-notch, especially with the integrated dew heater, the very nice machine parts, high-quality carbon fiber build. Oh, also, almost forgot. The inside is not flocked, it is painted, and it's just very dull, non-shiny. As you can see, it's very dark inside there. There's very little reflection, very little coming back off that mirror. So that's one of the other features, is that the inside of this thing has been coated as a coated, and it says it is coated with a special anti-reflection paint from German ToupTek. I apologize if I got that wrong, but let's take a quick look at some test images that I did. And I tested this telescope with 2 different cameras, a 6200 MC Pro, and also I tested it with a Player One Poseidon M Mono Pro. But let's check out those images. All right, so just before we jump into PixInsight, I just want to take a quick second and say thank you to everyone who has subscribed to this channel, and thank you to those who haven't. I truly enjoy doing this, and I really appreciate everyone here. I love each and every one of you. Thank you for all the comments. Please comment down below on this video or any suggestions that you have on this video or future videos that what you might want to see. And also there are links down in the description that will support my channel, and also consider joining the channel to get extra features and some one-on-one content and additional solar stuff. Just feel free to check those out. But thanks again, I really appreciate it, and let's jump right into PixInsight. Okay, so here we are in PixInsight, and I did a few tests with two different cameras on the H2. So let's go ahead and quickly take a look at these. First, we're going to check out a 3-second test. This is just a 3-second test of CAF. And there's been nothing done to this. This is just the file loaded in just so we can check out what the quality of the stars look like. Now, I am not a pro, as I said before. I've only collimated twice, and I've used their device, and also used a laser collimator that I have here just to try to get it good as I could get it. Now, I'm sure that I can get it, you know, better. It's not 100%. It's probably around 90%. But I just wanted to quickly draw your attention to, I think the stars look really good across the entire field here for what I have done, the way I collimated it. I think it looks pretty good here. And this is just a quick 3-second test. So there's that one. And what I have here is a 30-second, a 120-second, a 60-second, and a 180-second. And let's go ahead and do a quick screen stretch here. And we'll start off with the 30-second. This is the 30-second test. There's no, there's nothing done with it. This is just a single file, so there's no calibration files. This is just straight out of the box here. I'm just going to try to zoom in here so you can see the difference. Let's set the zoom on all the same here. So just bear with me for a second. All right, so here's the 30-second. It looks pretty good. I'm liking it. Well, that's the 120. Let's skip to the 60-second here. Not much difference in between each one, but I just wanted to show what it looked like straight out of the box. This is using an HA filter, by the way, and I think for the purposes of this test, it did really, really well. Here is the 182nd, but I do think overall they all look pretty good for my collimation anyway. Again, like I say, I'm not the collimation king here, so. But I think that went very well. This is with the 6200 MC Pro. Again, a 30-second, a 60-second, a 2-minute, and a 3-minute image as test. I think that went pretty well. And after that, I went through and did a couple different. Well, I'll go ahead and show you. This is the 182nd test image, but all I did was did automatic background extraction and blur correct only, and that's all that I did to this particular image. And I think that it huge difference. It really tightened up the star and made those spikes. If you are into the diffraction spikes, it certainly creates those very well. But even in the smaller stars, it's doing very, very well. I do believe that there is just a little bit of tilt going on with this camera at the moment, but when I put it together, I didn't adjust any of that. All I did was just put the camera on and do a quick collimation to get this test done. But I'm really liking it. I think that this thing performs very well at F2.72, very fast, and I can't wait to compare these to this one with the RASA, get them head to head, same camera, same setup, and see if I can get some halos off of this one as I do the RASA. I can't wait to see that, but I am really, really impressed with this Newtonian. Again, it is my first one, but what a way to start off with a great piece of equipment. All right, so there's that. Let's look at, I got the Andromeda Galaxy that I did. Let's see, make sure I got them all listed up here. 30-second, 180-second, and 160-second. So these, again, there's nothing done to this other than just the FITS file loaded into here. Let's see, I got them out of order here, sorry. This is the 30-second image right here. So this actually performed pretty well. Let's bring up that same zoom feature to the 60-second. I think that did pretty good as well. And let's go to the 180-second. And then the 300-second. So we got a 30-second, a 1 minute, a 3 minute, and a 5 minute image. And I think they all look pretty good. They all performed pretty well. In my opinion, those look pretty good. And again, this is just a first light test. We're going to do a more thorough, in-depth testing here when I get some good weather. It's been cloudy here. It seems like it'll be good during the afternoon, but then as soon as the sun goes down, it gets cloudy. All right, so that is that. Let's do also, that was the 6200 MC Pro. Now I also tested the Player One Poseidon. Let's get this tiled here. Sorry. All right, so what I did here was Dan sent me over a Player One camera, Poseidon M Pro to test. And I love that camera, by the way. I think that's going to be my next camera purchase, is the Poseidon M Pro, or even, I think the one above that is the Zeus for the full frame. But wow, that camera is just well built and quiet. You don't even know that it's running. All right, so what I did here is I did a 30-second test, and again, this is just the file. There's nothing done to it. And it was with an HA filter, and I'm sorry, the MC Pro was not done with the HA filter. That was the MBZ2 filter, so I apologize for that correction there. But this is the HA Optolong 3 nanometer HA filter for this test. But as you can see here, we have a 30-second test here. Did pretty good. This camera matches well with this. Let's put this same zoom on both of these, and we'll look at the detail here. And I'm thinking that we did this, I did this test when we were on the Zoom call a couple weeks ago, and I'm thinking there was some moon out. It wasn't that much, but it was at 50% or less when I took these shots. But again, they look really good. Very pleased, one, with how the telescope performs, but also how this camera performs as well. So this is a really good camera. All right, let's just check out these stars. I know we're really zoomed in here without any correction at all. It's looking pretty good. Really, really happy with this, and cannot wait to do some further testing. All right, so there's that. That was 281. I believe that was that the Pac-Man Nebula? And then let's see here. I did one other quick test as well. This is a stacked image, but there's nothing done to it. This is just a stacked image right off of the master file and brought in. And this is the Witch's Broom NGC 6960, and this is a 50-minute. So these are 5-minute images, 300-second images, and it's 10 of them stacked. And that was just a quick test to see how that worked, but I think overall for 50 minutes of data, that's less than an hour, that looks really good. And there's no tweaking on this. This is just it's just stacked. I think it looks pretty good. It turned out really good. Stars look good. Details there. Overall, really impressed with the performance of this scope. Now during this testing, the dew heater stuff was on, but here there's only very few nights throughout the summer and then into the winter that I have to worry about the dew. So I don't think it was active at the time, but I can't wait to throw it out there and test it to see if it actually does what it's supposed to do. But I have no doubt that that system will work when it's powered on. So I just want to take a quick second and say thank you again to Dan over at Astroworld Telescopes. I really appreciate you sending this over. This has been an amazing project, and I can't wait to test it further. The case that this thing comes with, and I know I didn't say it earlier about the price and the case, but I did put it up front. But it's, I think that this thing is not fully released yet. I think you can purchase it online at some certain places, and I've seen a price point somewhere between $5,600 and $5,800. It varies on where you look at it. So I'm not really sure about the price on where that's going to fall, but it's definitely a top-notch piece of equipment. And the case itself has these really nice rollers. It locks, and it was delivered in a gigantic wooden crate, and then that roller crate was inside of it. It's got a big handle on it, so it's like if you wanted to take it to the airport like a luggage, you could. But again, thank you, Dan, for sending that over. I really appreciate it. Can't wait to do some further testing. And if you'll just hold on just for another second, I will show you my first light image of the elephant trunk that I took with this amazing telescope. And again, thank you very much. Thank you for watching, and please just stay to the end. I think you'll be surprised with the image that this awesome telescope produces. Thank you so much.